On today's news, it is the day we got released an image of the troop transport. We're going to dive deep into what it is all about, cross comparisons, who designed it, what's going on with it, when it's released, who's got it, all this and more coming up. Welcome to my television's Toy Showcase channel. Today, the troop transport. The image appeared on the internet overnight while I was sleeping. Wake up, first thing I see. And this was rumored by Yakface a long while ago. And finally, it has been confirmed. Confirmed for a release date of March 2020. That's just around the corner. Awesome stuff. This will be the second vehicle from the Mandalorian. The first one, as you know, was the AT-ST, the Raider. That was our first one. Now we've got this beautiful, look at this. Oh, the box art is beautiful. Now, before I've done this video, I've gone and done a bit of research into it, and I watched my mate Bosk Bounty's video, and he said something that caught my attention was they made a little bit of a mistake by putting remnant stormtroopers all over it and in it and around it and whatever. If you watch The Mandalorian, when this troop transport turns up, this is the image you see. Minty fresh stormtroopers. So the remnant stormtroopers are somewhere between a clean stormtrooper and a Mimban stormtrooper, which is really, really dirty. So remnant stormtroopers are in between, the rustic ones if you want. This vehicle, let's go through some of these fantastic images. Firstly, I'll say it is the third incarnation of the Imperial troop transport. We'll talk about those other two very shortly. It has a removable top, a pop-up hatch, a back door hatch that opens up. The interior looks fantastic. There's jump seats in there that fold down. Inside the vehicle you can fit 6 troopers, or you don't even have to put troopers, you can put any kind of prisoners you want inside there. Outside it on the panels, it has 6 slots to put figures, mostly troops that you're going to put in it. You can put 2 up front in the cockpit. The doors open up like gull wing doors on a sports car. Very, very cool. Immaculate interior. All up, it looks cool because it's weathered. It is larger than the other scales, and it is one of those medium-sized vehicles that people will want in their collection because it doesn't take up so much space like the Legacy Millennium Falcon, which is huge. I know some of you collect your vehicles and you like them big. You know, Republic gunships and things like that are just humongous things. So something that's manageable in size, this will sell well. A lot of people will be interested in it. It was designed by Mark Bordeaux. He appeared in the Toys That Made Us. There he is on screen there. He's also the designer of all the Millennium Falcons through the years. He's worked for Kenner, he's worked for now Hasbro. He does some fantastic work. You obviously, if you watch this channel, you have owned something that he has worked on. So this is going to be a very popular item, I believe. So some images thanks to JediBusiness.com. Through the ages. What did it look like through the ages? It's been released 3 times, but in the early days of 1979, it ran until 1981, and they did a re-release of the sort of the same thing and just changed the deco on it. Check these out. 1979 up the top there, dark grey in colour with very minimum deco. Then in 1981, the colour scheme was a little bit lighter and had more decals on it, or stickers if you will, to make it a bit more lively, I guess, for the kids to want to buy. Then we never saw it again until it was released in the Rebels lineup in a dark grey with minimum decals. And then down the bottom there you see 2020. It's much larger. It's been redesigned. It is weathered beautifully. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece. And I hope you guys add it to your collection. The image of the Rebels version from 2015. See on the box there, firing missile launchers. And a swivel gun turret. It had no cockpit in those days. It was much, much smaller. But even smaller again was the 1979 original one. The old box art looks fantastic. There's no weathering on it in those days. No action figures came with these. No electronics. And pretty much the original one was never seen on screen. It did appear in comics and in advertising to show off that it was Star Wars. Brilliant stuff. So where do you get this bad boy? It's available in March. It is available from the following: Dorkside Toys, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, Star Action Figures, Hasbro Pulse, but most importantly, Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles. Awesome stuff. So, March 2020, mark your calendars. Not an official exact date, just a month available sometime. It should be like popping up very, very soon. I'm amazed someone out there hasn't got their hands on one. Give it a couple of weeks, someone out there might. We'll go back through and look at those images once again. I do like the fact that they've brought out a white scale background. I talk about the glam images a lot because that's what I show in my videos. You see the white background, makes it look fresh and different, and then they throw it into a coloured background like the vintage collection, because every vintage collection figure has a coloured background which goes with them. A lot of Stormtroopers, obviously, you know, have a red background. Luke, the recent one, had a blue background. I like that figure. And this one has, I would say, a copper background, kind of like the carbonized Mandalorian box, if you will. It does look fantastic. I'm very happy with this finally being confirmed. Excellent stuff. It was first shown to us in the middle of the night. I did not know. The first image of this bad boy turned up from Star Wars Collector.de. He had the first image available on the internet, and it was, whew, yeah, it was the middle of the night for me. Pretty much my video dropped last night, and then this went up, so that's why you're getting back-to-back videos from me. Awesome stuff. Also, one more thing before we go. I like to speculate on the box art as well. As you've seen in the past with, I can't show you at the moment, it's hiding. There we go. Jabba's Palace. Jabba's Palace had characters on the box art that was only shown there, and we speculated that this figure's coming, that figure's coming. In this particular box art, in the background, you can see a TIE fighter on the Imperial troop transport. Will we see that vehicle? Maybe not, but it's good to speculate and say, hey, it's in the box art, so it could be true. Anyway, nice quick video today. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Usualmike. Just before I go, I want to give a shout out to Rebel AZ77. Thank you for putting me onto the Mandalorian troop ship. One of the first people to send me a message in the morning. I do get lots of them from you guys, and thank you very much. But first in, get a shout. My sponsor is Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles for all your Star Wars, Marvel, DC, TV movies. Check them out today. Link in the description down below. If you'd like to buy some merch, check out my shirts. All of my shirts are available in my Redbubble store. Buying from the Redbubble store helps out the channel, so thank you very much. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Usualmike30 or on Instagram at Usualmike.television. And if you'd like to send some fan mail, it's up here at PO Box 957, Lismore, New South Wales 2480, Australia. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, tap that little bell for notifications, slap a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. All the best.